We're here tonight at the Belmore Playhouse, thanks to the Long Beach International Film Festival, and we're going to be watching Paul Blart. Stay tuned for more. Co-founder, again, of the Long Beach International Film Festival, we have with us now Craig Weintraub. Welcome to the show, sir.
I am happy to be here, and I'm happy you're here.
Now, you've been going to all the other festivals. You've been everywhere. Tribeca, what's going on out on the scene?
You know what? You see that there are communities of people who don't normally get to see some of the greatest films that are out there, and they're done independently, or they're studio films that are just don't have a wide release. And that's the beauty of a film festival, is the fact that you get to see films that would not normally be able to be seen. And, you know, it's great to not have to see a $100 million blockbuster every week. You know, there's great films, great stories being told. And such a unique thing about our festival and a lot of festivals is that they bring the filmmakers to you. And so it's just another screening of Paul Blart. But we have the filmmakers here. And having that element, being able to ask them questions afterward, it just creates a different kind of vibe, a different kind of excitement, and the buzz is in the air, and people are ready to enjoy it.
It's so exciting. You've got Rob here tonight, Chris, and Vic. I mean, 3 of the key cast members from Paul Blart. It's phenomenal. And Kevin James, I mean, he's a Long Island guy, so it's wonderful that we're all celebrating this film tonight, because it seems like a local film, even though we do know that it's an international super success. It's going to be happening right now, right?
Yeah, no, it's the Long Island angle is big, and the fact that they're from Long Island, Kevin James is from Long Island, is you take pride in it, and you know, there are neighbors, there are friends, and they were happy to come down and be a part of this night, and to say, you know what, this is not really much, but we're going to make it something, and we're going to, you know, put on a show. So. And
look at the crowd. I mean, hundreds of people. It's going to be really a great night.
We're excited. This is fun.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll be watching the show. I'll be next to you.
See you at the festival.
I can't wait to hear you laugh. Oh, no, of course, the festival.
Yeah.
Red carpet night, always there. All right, stay tuned. Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. Yay! Long Beach International Film Festival here at the Paul Blart event.
In 4K.
Oh, yeah, in 4K. That's right, 4K. With us now is Vic. How are you?
Very good, never better.
What is it like for you, movie after movie, when you get to see yourself for the first time on the big screen?
It's surreal. And when the first time I went to see it, I told my wife, Lucy, just pinch me every 2 minutes. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's just no words, just surreal.
Now, how did you get into the acting industry?
Well, I started as a stand-up comic. I started with Kevin James about 25 years ago at the East Side Comedy Club in Huntington. And he called me personally to be in the movie. He gave me the proverbial break. Great guy, sweetheart. I owe him a lot.
So all you had to do is say yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, first I was like Ralph Cramden. I'm like, hamna. But then when I realized, I almost hung up on him. I thought it was a joke. And I said yes. Fast forward, here I am.
I went to see the film. I have to tell you, it was phenomenal. Really, really fantastic. It seems to me like there was a camaraderie between all the actors. The entire cast seems so tight. Can you tell us what added to that success?
Well, first of all, Kevin used a lot of comics from Long Island. And he's a regular guy. He took care of his friends. And when you have friends working on any project, is that like, you look at all the Martin Scorsese's movies, he's got the same guys in there. So that's how you feed off each other. And it's looser on the set. We had a great time. 6 weeks at the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas.
Couldn't be better.
He let us improvise. He let us do what we wanted. We did it a couple of times. It was great.
And the facial gestures, I mean, just the physicalness of it. Some of your scenes are kind of physical. Tell us how you had to prepare for those.
Well, the fight scene, I guess you're talking about.
Was that a stunt double?
Yes, for 1 second. But this mostly when I'm carrying the lamp and I hit Boss Rutan on the feet and in the chin. That took 3 nights.
Wow.
One night we went to 5 a.m. It was great. That scene was like the Three Stooges filmed like The Matrix.
Right.
Great fight scene.
And so did you get bruised at all? Any?
Yeah. Yes. Actually, my ribs and my toe. I hurt my toe.
Oh, my goodness. Well, you know what? Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night tonight.
Thank
and we really appreciate you spending a few minutes with us on the red carpet.
And I appreciate the time. Thank you.
And can you give us a little shout out by saying you're watching Live It Up?
You're watching Live It Up here with Vic DiBitetto and
Donna Drake.
That's right. And you
See
better
later.
watch. So I'll come down. I'll get you.
With us now is the wonderful and fabulous Rob Magnoti. Rob, how are you?
Great, Donna. How are you? Wonderful to see you again.
You too. So here we are at the red carpet event on Long Island, and you were in this movie.
Yes.
I want to know all about your experience.
I am in the movie. I have a scene with Kevin James, which I'm blessed, honored, and grateful to have had that scene with him. At the craps table opposite him. I played gambler number 1. And it was a fun scene to film. I have a line in the beginning. And it's just a great scene. It's a hot craps table, but then Paul Blart comes over and he wants to see what's going on and kind of learn to play craps all of a sudden, which you'll see the movie. You'll see the movie. But it was just wonderful to work with Kevin. I've always been a big fan of all his movies and King of Queens, and it was just such a high to work with him. So
Now, what's a behind-the-scenes thing that happened on set that you can share with us that somebody might not know?
Nothing. We shot for like 5 hours, and we just had to do a lot of different angles. Nothing major happened except that we just did so many different takes, and you have to cover all the angles and the craps table and the dice and the shooter and my reaction and Kevin's reaction and then the two-shot. So it was just a lot of different shooting, and then in between he's just such a nice down-to-earth guy, and we would talk and joke around, and then we would be back to shooting, and it's all business, and you got to get the right moment and listen. And so it was just a great experience to act and be there and have to do so many different takes.
And where was your particular scene shot?
My scene was shot in the Wynn Casino in Las Vegas. It was actually the Encore, but it's connected to the Wynn. And we had sort of a private roped off, almost like this, craps table, roped off, and all the citizens were watching. And I've seen so many movies shot in New York where I'm like, oh, who's filming over there? And I want to see this movie. And now there's like hundreds of people gathered around me and Kevin James and a bunch of other actors going, what's going on? And hey, yeah, you just won a ton of money. And we're screaming for the craps table. So it was exciting.
Now you do
it was like a roped off craps table area.
It sounds very cool. Now, you do a lot of stand-up comedy also, so did you know Kevin ahead of time?
I knew him when I started. We met in a couple of clubs. We worked together in a couple of clubs. I actually was on an audition with him once, but then he exploded through the stratosphere, and then he saw me on Letterman, and he liked my Letterman appearance, and we met at an event, and then I got a call from L.A., from Marsha Ross Casting, saying, that you're in the movie. So it was really exciting to get that call, that's for sure.
Well, I was very excited when I saw you like 15 feet tall, and I nudged my son who was watching the movie with me, and I'm like, that's my friend Rob, and he's like, shh, Mom, we're in the movie. It's like, but you know what? It's so exciting. Now, how did you feel like, or how are your friends reacting to you when they say, it's such a great scene, it's so engaging?
Thank you. Well, I'm excited to see myself. I mean, and every other actor that's ever been in a movie says it is. It's totally exciting to see yourself 50, 100 feet high on the silver screen. And thank you for shouting out, though. I appreciate that exuberance, even though your son was like, Mom, you can't yell. But I know him. That's my friend Rob.
Exactly, that's my friend. But it's been wonderful, and there's so many people that are here to talk to you tonight, so continued success. I know that your career took you to Atlantic City recently, sold out crowds. I am so happy for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, grand opening, reopening week at the Borgata, sold out crowd. It was very exciting. Shout out to Richie Minervini. We had such a great week, and it was just amazing. Crowd standing up, we had a blast.
And will you do a little raptor action with me for the camera? I think I can do it. I'm going to try to imitate you, like you imitate others. Let me see if I can do a Rob Magnoti. Right, you ready?
It's a Raptor T-Rex hybrid that I do.
Oh, that is true.
But do your version, do your thing.
Okay, so the T-Rex has short little hands, right? Okay, let's try. So do it with me. You do it, and I'll try to imitate. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ready? Go. That's Donna Drake doing Rob Magnoti doing a T-Rex Raptor. Stay tuned for more on Live It Up. With us now is the co-founder of the Long Beach International Film Festival, Ingrid Dodd. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you so much for always being on our red carpet. We absolutely adore you.
Thank you. I adore you too. Tonight's very special. How did you put this whole event together?
Actually, Elisa DiStefano is one of my best friends, and we decided on the couch last Friday night that we needed to have a premiere. So if you want the real scoop, that's what it is.
Shout out to Elisa. We do love you.
There's so many amazing, talented people here on Long Island, so we wanted to showcase that. I mean, last week in national news, we had Joan Jett in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. We have all these amazing comedians here on Long Island in a movie, Mall Cop 2. So, let's showcase and bring to light the Long Island talent that we have here and let them shine.
And it sounds really cool. I just hear them like shouting, Paul Blart! Aren't they cute? They're so cute. Okay, well, thank you so much, and I'll be watching the show with you. Popcorn?
Thanks. Oh, popcorn. Until, when it's so salty, your lips hurt. That's what I love.
And then you got to drink that Coke.
Yes, and I don't share.
Okay. I'll get my own popcorn. All right, stay tuned for more. It's Ingrid Dodd.
LBIFF NY.
Here we are with Christopher Monty, that's right. And tell us about your scene in the film.
I have a really fun scene with Kevin. I play a Segway employee. You can take Segway tours in Las Vegas. So they're in Las Vegas, and Kevin is trying to show off in front of his mall cop buddies. And he tries to take my Segway without, giving me his proper ID and be a big shot. And I'm telling him, you can't really do that right now. And he's like, well, I'm all access. And the hilarity ensues. I don't even want to give it away, but it's a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
How did you get the part?
Mr. Kevin James called me up, and he was like, hey, well, first of all, I didn't answer the phone for like 3 days because the phone number was blocked. And I was like, bill collectors, I'm not picking this up. And then finally I picked up the phone one day and it was Kevin James. And he was like, hey, I got a great part for you in my film. Would you be interested in doing it? And I'm like, absolutely. Oh my God, is this really Kevin James?
Is it really the Kevin James, right?
Yeah, I had just hung out with him about a month before he called me at Richie Minervini, the Godfather of Long Island, who's also in the movie, the Godfather of Long Island Comedy. At his roast, I hung out with Kevin James.
Now, what was your actual shoot day like? How long were you shooting and what was the experience for you?
Actually, we shot for 2 days. It was they're like 12-hour days, and they're long days when you shoot it. It's glamorous and everything, but it's not when you're doing it, because you're like standing around a lot and waiting. But I flew out to Las Vegas on the Sunday, Easter Sunday of last year.
We're supposed to rotate this way. We're rotating,
Rotating,
Kevin. Woo, okay, here we go.
So we flew out to Las Vegas, and then I was out there on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, basically, I didn't do anything but learn how to ride a Segway, so I didn't look awkward on it. And then Tuesday we shot our scene for about as little as it may be. It's like 4 hours of shooting.
Oh wow! Well,
Yeah.
you did a great job.
Thank you.
And I know there's like a lot of people that want to talk to you here on the red carpet. Is there anything that you would want to share with us in your excitement about this film?
I just think it's a great fun. I think it's funnier than the first one. So I just take everybody to see it, and it's nonstop. There's no lulls. It's bang, 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 and it's full of comics. There's so many comedians in the movie.
Right, you can't help but laugh. So stay tuned for more on our coverage on the red carpet here tonight. Yay, Paul Blart 2, woo woo! With us now on the red carpet are 3 film fans. What's your name?
Liana,
Hello.
Olivia, Luke.
And what brought you guys here tonight?
To watch Paul Blart.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Do you like to laugh?
Yeah.
What happens if the movie makes you laugh so hard that you lose your voice? What's going to happen then? Time to drink soda maybe, right? And who drove you here tonight? Who drove you?
My mom and dad.
Okay. And so do you get to see movies a lot, guys? You do? And what are your favorite movies? Do you like things that make you laugh?
I like Cinderella.
That's a great film. How about you? Do you have a favorite film?
Frozen Fever.
And which one?
Frozen Fever.
Oh, yes.
The new Frozen movie.
Yes.
I have no idea.
No, you're just here for a night for a good time? Do you eat popcorn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to the camera? You guys can say anything you want. Okay? You want time a second to think about it? I'm going to count to 10, and then you guys can say anything you want to the camera. You ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, what do you want to say hello to or anybody?
Let's go Rangers!
Woo!
Hi.
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 Hi. Okay, so he wants to say let's go Rangers. So let's go Rangers. Okay, stay tuned for more on Live It Up. They're so cute. Future stars of the next Paul Blart. You never know. Okay, there you have some red carpet coverage right here tonight from the Belmore Playhouse. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned because we're going to have some other interviews. So here we are with the students from, what's the name of your school? 1, 2, 3?
Martin Avenue!
There you go. So what brought you guys here tonight?
Paul Blart Mall Cup.
Yeah, are you excited?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think the film is starting, so we only have time for a quick shout out, but wave to the camera and say, you're watching Live It Up. 1, 2, 3. You're watching Live It Up! And it's moments like that, that's why we do the show. Thanks for watching.